Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to my channel here. Today I'm working on a few dog collars, and this one here is going to be, well, it's a couple. One, I'm going to stamp out a name, and then go back to one that I had made a while back. And I stained it. But right here you can see I'm just stamping out the letters here.
They tend to do so on trails they've traveled before, rather than deep in snow or brush, so they don't stop any predators approaching. Perfect meal for a pack of wolves. It's the first good sign of a healthy ecosystem and somewhere that the right animals could be to support wolf life. The moose are a good sign.
And give it a few whacks.
Naming your prey animals gives you a much better chance of locating predators. You still haven't seen them.
Still a little new at this. New to video making too, so forgive me if I'm just not the best at this. So I changed over to a rubber mallet, just heavier. I need to get a heavier mallet for this type of stuff, but that's good for now.
There's a healthy ecosystem and predators in the region. The next morning, I rise early and head out on my own, beyond where we found the scat yesterday. I'm leaving Charlie behind to get some rest, and I can move faster with a small crew.
So right here, I stamp on it a bunch of times because I hit it straight, and then I kind of tilt it a little to make sure I get every corner of that letter in there. So I'll tilt it 4 ways, and just to make sure it's stamped in well.
So Uncut is here to help make grocery shopping a little easier. Choose which store to shop from, what items you need, and how you want them. And a shopper will safely deliver them contact-free in as fast as 2 hours. Because between teaching, cooking, and parenting, you could use one less job to do. Go to instacart.com or download the app to get free delivery on your first order using the code ORDER today.
Savings and make this Labor Day the perfect start to fall with Lowe's.
After spotting some moose, which is a big, meaty prey animal in the Newfoundland wolf,
You can see that shine coming through. A little, as I keep wiping, the gloss is coming out. Just trying to dig into the little cracks to get all the gel out. But just keep on wiping it a little bit, and it just keeps getting shinier and shinier. It looks real nice.
They have no fear of predators, they're smaller, and most importantly, their antlers aren't fully developed, meaning they have little to defend themselves. So my plan is to set up camp here in the bush and resume my search for a wolf in the morning. I wake up early with the sun.
Trying to get them straight. First few collars I made, the letters came out all zigzag. Even these came out a little crooked. But it adds to the handmadeness of it all here. So it looks good. And right here, I'm sitting here thinking, what am I gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna restamp, because some of them I didn't hit them hard enough. So just kind of find the groove and stick it back in there, and whack. So it's darker, deeper. And I got some. I've actually started making my own little designs. This one here is like a flower with some stems, and this is going to be all hand tooled. So I personally think they look nicer than the stamps that I've been doing here in the beginning. The first few, I just stamped them out, and like just the designs were basically no use of the swivel knife, and this is going to be all swivel knife. So get yourself some paper, and then buy a book of tracing paper and start drawing. I draw out like an inch rectangle, and I'll just try to make something. And even though you might think it looks kind of ugly on paper, once you carve it out and bevel it and gel antique it and all kind of good stuff, it looks great in the end. Here I'm showing you how I tape down the tracing paper, and then I'm gonna go over that design that I made, and well, I'll let you watch again. I'll come back in a second.
that lend support to Joe the Hunter's claim that he's seen nuclear wolf tracks recently. We decided to build a blind to help camouflage ourselves out here in the open. We're using thick pine branches to give us cover and help scatter scent. And there's over 340 species of moss here. That's more than enough for a natural-looking, moisture-resistant growth. Alright, so
All right. I'm done. Done tracing and copying it, transferring it over to the leather with my little stylus. And do yourself a favor, buy the stylus because it's much nicer than using a pencil or some other stitching awl or whatever you want. It's just nice. It's perfect. Makes it easier. It's like $4 at the store. Luckily, I live 15 minutes from a Tandy leather store, so, and it's the big one there in Fort Worth. So it's like their headquarters or something. They got everything in there. So here I am using my swivel knife, and again, I'm still a little new, so I move slow. But just take it easy. Make sure you use a sharp blade. I learned that the hard way. I bought a set of tools, which, by the way, you can see all my tools there. I bought it used, and their swivel knife that was in there was a little rusty. I said, I don't need it. I don't need a... I was like, I don't need to sharpen this thing. I sharpened it a little bit, but it's nothing like a brand new one. So I went back to the store, and I'm using a flat, I think it's called filigree. The flat swivel knife head, like everyone else seems to use. So get yourself one of those and practice. It takes a little while. I probably starting to get the hang of it now. Made a few sheaths and other designs, and you just start to know the way it moves after you use it a bit. And you realize how important it is to have a sharp blade and strop it before you use it. I put a little WD-40 in the swivel part, so it's just got to be smooth. All right, I think I got it all. I might have a little left, so I'm gonna re-wet. I think I re-wetted at this point, just with a wet sponge and water, and that's it. And that's that little using the swivel knife kind of takes a while, and then the next section it takes the longest part is the beveling. Once you do more hand carved designs, you're gonna want to bevel them out, and that takes a long time too. That's like the majority. You watch these videos, like I said, and they tell you that's gonna take the longest, and they weren't lying. Because once you start getting better with your swivel knife, you start making more hand carving, and then you start needing to bevel more, and well, there you go. Now there's my first little bevel. It probably takes me, I don't know, it felt like 20 or 30 minutes, but we'll see how long it takes here. I haven't reviewed it. And like I said, it just takes a little practice. Oh, I don't want to use that thing, do I? No. Oh, I'm stamping out some flowers on the holes there. Then I discovered it was a little dry, so I had to re-wet it. So now I'm gonna get that beveler out and bevel everything. So I'll be back when I'm done beveling. I'm gonna bevel out the letters and the flowers.
They're blue barred blackbirds. They were really extinct over 100 years ago. And I think this is the source of rampant misidentifications. Before I start my search, I'm meeting up with an old friend of mine, Chris Gillette. He rescues wild animals for a shelter here in Florida, and he has hands-on experience with very similar animals to what I'm searching for. Here I am in this difficult situation as a scientist where there's these black panther sightings
news.
From super plus. Look at us working together.
Yes.
To love and move. Do you disagree? Whatever you're into. It's on the Discovery family of networks.
The 90-day twin stations are stepping out. Double the romance,
I'm just not bothered.
double the drama.
Other than that.
Darcy and Stacy, all new, Sunday at 10 on TLC.
I just quit my job to go live my dream.
Successful communities have shared values.
Winter's gonna come, whether we're ready or not.
COVID hits, close down, how's devastated about it?
I just want to know if you're right, give it up.
I cannot sit at home any longer. The mission stays the same, to make sure we can help the restaurant owners, the families, and the communities that they live in.
It's like a brand new day.
It's time to get back to work.
All new this one episode back in business Thursday night at 9 on Food Network and Food Network Go.
You hear about an abduction, it's not often that you see.
This is one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen.
Crimes Gone Wild, OMC's premieres Wednesday, September 9th at 9. Unedited, Go.
It really makes you feel good knowing you've done the job you're here to do. Rescue dog, get a dog adopted, reunite dog back with their family. To see that bloom like that, man, it's just the best feeling in the world, you know? It makes us want to continue to be their voice.
I'm deep in the Florida Everglades, searching for the large black panther my friend and fellow outdoorsman Jeremy swears on his life is living here. But since no black panther is confirmed to exist in North America, I suspect what he and others are seeing is the black wolf. After outrunning the storm, we wait for the tide to drop, exposing new dry ground. Now we're heading right back in on foot.
I don't believe in things that are not scientifically proven. But when your buddy, someone you've known for years, like Jeremy, someone you trust implicitly tells you, look, I've seen this thing, it makes you go, crap. You can't do anything but search.
We're out here at dusk, and within minutes of walking into this northern Everglades habitat, seeing deer, raccoons, fish in all the creeks, just teeming with wildlife, undeniably can support large predators, can support panthers. Whether or not there's black panthers, that's another question altogether.
The dense bush puts us at a big disadvantage. We need lights to see, but this will make it easy for any animals to see us and get out of our way.
Let's just go have a look.
As quickly as it appeared, it's gone. My search for any telltale prints or scat leads us into a clearing.
This is that perfect fringe habitat. It's just absolutely ideal for a big predator to be in and out of any of this habitat looking for prey.
Night one, and there's undeniably signs of large predators out here. It makes you very hungry for more. It's late, but I'm not ready to stop.
I want to do a bit of calling because sound will travel really well through here. And we're just going to see if we can make anything come and try and eat us quickly. I'm playing distressed fawn call. It's a if there's a hungry panther, coyote, bobcat, bear, if it hears this and gets angry, it's just going to beeline right now toward this out of the bushes, which just turn around and smell guys.
You hear that back there? It's clear as day, huh?
Yeah. Responded.
Yeah. We both heard it too.
Is it loud?
Just the tree is coming down.
Yeah, just saw
Right above the gas.
You saw an animal.
I see guys. See guys? See that shot? Right at that.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Something there. Something's coming towards us.
Approaching a predator is always risky, but it's my only option if I want to capture it on film and prove its existence.
It's probably another cougar responding. Stay calm. I'm gonna approach it. You want to come with me?
Coming up.
There's an alligator right here. Let's see if I can catch that one. Stop. Look at that.
Darlings, I have a beauty secret for you. My new innovation, Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes Mascara. Get ready to discover the lashes of your dreams. Vertical lift effect. 96% agree lashes look magnified and amplified. Lash stretch. An intense liner black. Discover my new Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes Mascara. Shop now at charlottetilbury.com.
Boy, that looks expensive. Not my problem. Hi, George Foreman and family here. We got tired of getting sucker punched with expensive home system and appliance repair fees.
But not anymore. We have choice home warranty.
Their army of technicians can fix or replace over 25 different systems and appliances.
Don't let fixing it be your problem.
Choice Home Warranty has a proven record a million times over.
Call 800-492-9530 or log on to choicehome.com.
The Greenlight debit card and app makes it easy to manage your kids' money with convenient tools like a built-in savings account, automated allowances, instant transfers, and more. Kids form smart money habits that prepare them for their futures. Greenlight, raise financially smart kids.
It's finally here. Celebrate the Metroplex's newest destination for style at the Living Spaces grand opening event in Grand Prairie, and our newest location now open in Frisco. Shop a huge selection of latest styles in living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, home decor, and more. Plus, get ready for fast and free delivery on select purchases. So hurry into the Living Spaces grand opening event and visit our newest location in Frisco in the Stone Briar Shopping District at Highway 121 in Northwest.
Living spaces.
I'm Darcy. I'm Stacy.
Darcy and Stacy, all new, Sunday at 10 on TLC.
I just quit my job to go live my dream. That's intense.
Successful communities have shared value systems.
Winter's gonna come, whether we're ready or not.
How much can you contribute? How much can you help? We have 3 days to find a moose up here.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, everyone's freaking out.
You're just stabbing me in the back.
It was a perfect fresh game trail. You could see the broken grass and the matted down stuff. Something's come right through here while we were standing over there. Putting out a distressed baby call. Any predators out here. In fact, I believe there's one probably watching this right now. It's going, why the hell's that baby forming with a bright light? I'm not coming out there. What we're gonna do is just sit down here, try a couple distress calls and see if whatever it is that's seeing us but doesn't want to come out comes out and maybe hits the caller, or at least comes within 10-15 feet into the clearance so we can have a look. But there's definitely a big predator right inside there. So do a shot.
Whatever it was, we obviously spooked it. But I'm encouraged that the female panther call and decoy seem to get a response. I just want to know from what. For the next leg of my search, I'm scaling back the crew and heading around the back of the dense area the animal was peeking out from. I'll take the river, which allows me to be more quiet as I travel, and the desolate 16-mile stretch of fresh water is exactly where a thirsty predator would be living.
Rivers are nature's highway, and what I'm hoping is to see some signs of, or a panther that's come down to the river to hunt, drink. There's an alligator right there. Let's see if I can catch that one.
I track all kinds of animals, but my specialty is herpetology, which includes all things reptile and amphibian. I'm actually one of the few people to ever swim with crocodiles in the ocean. There's not much I enjoy more than getting an up-close and personal look at these prehistoric creatures.
Little alligator, maybe 4 or 5 years old, healthy, female. Beautiful little animal. I don't know. They're just, they're living dinosaurs. Like, what cooler animal is there? I get these scientific collection permits, so I get to come out here, observe them, count their scoots, and learn about these animals while I'm doing this, and contribute to a database. But this isn't something people should do. You shouldn't just come out here, harass an alligator for the sake of harassing it. That being said, I'm holding this guy very gingerly. As you can see, he's pretty relaxed, and it's not that hard on him, and the data that we gather from these animals is invaluable. Although I'm here to look for panthers, I am like a kid in a candy store with all this stuff going on here. It's gonna be hard for me to not chase every gator and turtle that I see.
As I continue south down the river, I'm scanning the shore looking for game trails. Every mammal in the region will have to come down here for a drink at some point. If I can blend into the environment and keep watch on a well-used trail, my chances of spotting this large black predator increase.
Perfect little game trail right there. You can see something's been coming down to the water regularly, so park the canoe there and head into the bush a bit and see what we see. I love how much life is out here. I'd love to get a close-up look at predators. It's one thing to see the prey. We've seen a lot of prey. It's another thing to get a proper look at these predators. They're elusive for a reason. Stop. Look at this, look. Look right here. Look at that. Look at that. The one little sand patch on this game trail. That's a perfect cat print.
Coming up. Look, black vulture right there.
2 of them. Oh, there's a kill there.
Darlings, I have a beauty secret for you. My new innovation, Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes for Skull. Get ready to discover the lashes of your dreams. Vertical lift effect. 96% agree lashes look magnified and amplified. Lash stretch effect. An intense liner black. Discover my new Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes for Skull. Shop now at charlottetilbury.com.
Boy, that looks expensive. Not my problem. Hi, George Foreman and family here. We got tired of getting sucker punched with expensive home system and appliance repair fees.
But not anymore. We have choice home warranty.
Their army of technicians can fix or replace over 25 different systems and appliances.
Don't let fixing it be your problem.
Choice Home Warranty has a proven record a million times over.
Call 800-492-9530 or log on to choicehome.com.
The 90-day twin stations are stepping out. Double the romance.
I'm just not bothered.
Double the drama.
Happily in the bed.
Darcy and Stacy, all new. Sunday at 10 on TLC.
I just quit my job to go live my dream. That's intense.
Successful communities have shared values.
Winter's gonna come, whether we're ready or not.
How much can you contribute? How much can you help? We have 3 days to find a moose up here.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, everyone's freaking out.
You're just stabbing me in the back.
Maybe this is nature's way of keeping things in check. One energy rises, something else comes to regulate it.
Mother Nature is no joke. She's a hell of a monster.
It feels like the world is ending. There's no other way to describe it.
Oh my God! I mean, come on. It's biblical.
Overseas Tuesday caught on camera. Monday, September 14th at 10 on the Travel Channel and Travel Channel Go.
You hear about an abduction, it's not often that you see it.
This is one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen.
Crimes gone viral. All you see is premieres Wednesday, September 9th at 9. Only 90 go.
That's a perfect cat print. There's the pad, and there are the toes. That's got to be a 100-pound cat right there. They're coming down these game trails, they're feeding at the river, they're hunting at the river, and they're going back into the jungle. I'm not saying it was a black panther, but that's a panther track nonetheless. Big print, good sign. It means we are on the right trail. The ground is rock hard with a few millimeters of dusty sand. Not conducive to plaster casting that print. But my adrenaline is racing. We've seen proof of a large feline. Clearly, there's activity in this region. So I'm going to continue down the river on my own in stealth mode, hoping I can catch something on film. Oh, snapper, snapper! Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Fantastic common snapping turtle. Not usually seen in this clear water environment. Oh, careful, be careful. Oh, God, I love these animals. Look at the size of that turtle. That's North America's second largest turtle right there. And that is an animal that absolutely remove a finger if you get it in that beak. Look at those claws getting me right on the hand there. It's so sharp and all. This is like a 40-pound turtle. This is a great predator, but not what I came here to find, so time to let him go and keep moving on. As I continue down the river, the abundance of prey species and the print I just found tell me that felines are doing very well here. And that paw print was too large for a bobcat, the only other big cat native to Florida. I've yet to find any evidence that supports the black wolf theory. However, I can't lose sight of the fact that black wolves once ran wild here in Florida, and the black panther has never been proven to exist in North America at all. One thing I know for sure is that this rain means my search will have to wait. It's not too much I can do in this weather, because just like myself, any animals are going to be hunkered down, so might as well just ride this out.
Am I done yet?
Make a dry place to do it.
I think so. I got everything. Look it over, Mike. Look it over. Yep. I got it all. So I think next I'm gonna get out that super sheen, satin sheen they call it. It's called Satin Sheen from EcoFlow.
Very regularly.
And it's a
Find myself
resist. So
in
everywhere I put this satin
non-typical
sheen, the gel antique is not going to sink in as much.
Now, the only way to end up
So I'm going to start off with that flower on the left and then go to the right.
scope of what
And
most
when I'm
people
done, I'm
do
going to let it dry for a little bit,
on an
half an
everyday
hour or
basis.
so. And then I'm going to coat it again with the gel antique like I did that first collar.
Take with me.
And I'll be back when I'm done with the resist.
How wet, how cold.
There it is, Satin Sheen from EcoFlow.
The truth is, you got to take care of yourself.
And I'm using a little
I don't know how many miles
watercolor brush that I got it.
Hobby
Lobby, they sell them like 100 of them for $8.
I've got to make a fire. I've got to
Or
eat.
less.
Wait
$5.
out the storm. And then I can keep
What
going.
was you get in a 100
It's just
pack?
part of the game. It's not a quick process. It's snack time. Got these beautiful little freshwater clams that are dug out of the sand. And those are going to be lunch.
These Asian clams aren't native to the Everglades. They were introduced to the U.S. in the 1930s and are considered an invasive species. But down here, they haven't had many negative effects. Birds eat them, and they're a natural filter for the waterways.
Okay, so the clams are getting cooked. It's hot. And there's the delicious little bite. Not much of a snack, but when you add it all up, good amount of food. Those are good.
The rain holds overnight, washing away any tracks or evidence that I would have found. So in the morning, I decide to head 85 miles south, where I'm meeting up with an Everglades legend.
Jeremy has put me in touch with an old backwoods-sounding buddy of his named Captain Steve. And Captain Steve had this amazing property somewhere back here on this dirt tract of land.
Steve comes from a long line of what he calls bladesmen, and he spends his entire life outdoors. Steve claims to have seen some giant canines. That could mean coyotes, or it's possible that he's had a run-in with the black wolf.
Dead end. That's where Captain Steve lives. I like it. Steve?
Hey, buddy, what's going
How
on?
you doing, man? Forrest.
Good. Forrest, glad to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
They call me Captain Steve.
So I've just been in Hudson, Florida, which is very residential,
Right.
suburban, and they've seen panthers over there.
I think you're maybe looking for a black one.
You seen one?
Well, I have seen panthers, quite a few of them, but I've never seen a black one. But got people in my family and all of them. The Indians all swear by them.
What kind of unusual wildlife have you seen up here, Steve? Anything odd? Anything kind of, not the norm?
I guarantee you what, hogs, a lot of gators. We've got a big influx now of them constrictor snakes.
Burmese pythons.
They even say there's anacondas, so there ain't no telling what you'll see. But I tell you what, I've seen some big, you say it's coyotes. Don't look like a coyote, but they're big.
You believe in the Black Panthers, you've heard of the wolves. I mean, there could be tons of stuff out here that people have never even discovered.
Listen, there's some neat stuff out there now. There ain't no telling what you're going to find.
Neat stuff sounds good to me.
You get off in them woods tramping around, you better have some snake boots or something on.
In order to cover the miles and miles of wetlands here, Captain Steve is taking me out. We scared it off. I've been in the Everglades for 15 days now, and while we've seen prey animals, clean prints, and eyeshine likely from a predator, I still can't identify the large black mammal people have been seeing.
For a beginner.
The rain seems to be tapering
am a
off,
beginner,
and
guys.
Captain Steve has suggested a night tour on his airboat.
But I mean, it looks good to me. Crooked letters, but
I'm hoping we can take advantage of the fact that animals usually come out to feed after a long period of rain.
decorative cuts with my swivel knife. Well, I'm back. I tried to give you a better angle, but I don't think I did. I lowered the camera a little bit, but thinking I would get a better view, but something went wrong there. I think the camera didn't turn. Sometimes you think you got a wide angle, but then it's like still recording vertically. So My bad. But I'm adding that antique gel here. Make sure you put something underneath because it will get on everything. Luckily, my granite piece of granite is black, so it doesn't really show up if I get it on it. But going across the leather, I'm gonna have to apply some more again. And when it's done, well, we'll see when it's done, see what it looks like.
Right to the edge. And then just turn off, bolt it back. I'm scared because last time I was scared it came back. It's not gonna fall for this twice. Let's put up some trail cameras. There's some big cats out here, so we're gonna pepper this area with trail cameras and just take off and hope that whatever that animal was comes back out of the jungle, back into this clearing, and hunts for whatever it is it's looking for out here. It walks any of these game trails. I get it.
Day one was as exciting as they come. Rarely do I find so much evidence of a potentially extinct species so quickly, from road and clear sightings to paw prints in the mud. Today, with my trail camera set, I can spend more time learning about the tiger from those who know it best, the locals. My translator Pram is introducing me to his good friend and an expert on the job in tiger. Forrest, really nice to meet you. Pram has told me that you're not a scientist, but you're someone that's been working on finding a tiger here in Java for 20 years?
Ya, jadi dia senang banget sama ini. Terima kasih atas apresiasi.
Terima kasih. Thank you. So no money, no support, no financial backing, just you looking to find a tiger.
Memang atas kita biaya sendiri, ketika kita bekerja ada kelebihan uang, kita untuk riset dan ya itu kita lakukan atas jasa sukarela juga.
I think it's amazing that you've taken it upon yourself to do this search just because you believe. Prung has told me that you haven't just seen tigers, but you actually have evidence of tigers.
Ada beberapa bukti yang saya bawakan ya, jadi ya.
Dick shows me a series of paw prints he's collected through the years to compare their sizes. Oh my god. I can see that.
Sumatera.
Yeah, that's a normal tiger. Using my hand to compare their sizes, the difference between the Sumatran and Javan tiger prints couldn't be clearer. Where did you get this?
Berbeda. Kita dapatkan di Sukamante ini di dekat pantai.
Right here, at the beach right outside of the village. That's incredible. How long ago did you get this?
Itu tahun 98.
Now, Javan tigers were notorious for having big paws to break the legs of bintang and buffalo and even horses, they say. I'm talking about a cat that doesn't live in a family setting or a pride like lions, but lives by itself. So if it's going to take down a buffalo, it has to do it entirely on its own. So it has to be a big, big cat to eat the prey species that are here. But this is incredible. I mean, that's like a King Kong Javan tiger. That's like the biggest footprint I've ever seen of a cat. You're the man that knows the jungle. You're literally the only person in the world, other than myself, who's looking for tigers. We have the resources to go anywhere in this jungle, anywhere in Java. Let's go find a tiger together. Okay? All right. Yes. Terima kasih. I've made plans to meet up with Dick.
All right, it's starting to look shiny. Man, I wish I had checked the camera. It's not turned to wide view here, but sorry about that. So it's getting shiny, looking good. Here's where I get into a trance again and just keep wiping and wiping and wiping and wiping. Come on, Mike, stop wiping. Stop wiping it. Or buffing it, or whatever you want to call it. it just feels like it's getting smoother and smoother and shinier and shinier, so I just keep going and going, but I'll be done in a minute.
In this area, like this spooky being out there by yourself.
The following is an actual review for an insurance company.
Lemonade is as fast as a rocket, as precise as an opera singer, and as helpful as a bearded goat mowing the lawn. A bearded goat mowing the lawn!
Insurance people like so much, it's a little strange. Lemonade, America's top-rated home and renters insurance, starting at just $5 a month.
Why would your kids need a green light debit card? Well, they're gonna need money sometimes. Imagine sending them money instantly with a tap on your phone and choosing where and how much they can spend in the Green Light app. Imagine how easy that would make things. What if you got alerts when they use their card or turn the card on and off with one tap? Now imagine how much peace of mind that would bring you. What if the card helped them develop healthy financial habits? Now imagine the difference it could make in their lives. In their futures, Green Light. All the tools to raise financially smart kids. This was the unexpected bill not covered by my health insurance, and this is the Aflac duck can help me cover it. Aflac.
When you're sick or injured, Aflac is there. We can help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Get to know us at aflac.com. Hurry in for huge savings and make this Labor Day the perfect start to fall with Lowe's.
We see the beauty in everyone and everything.
There's definitely a big animal up there. I'm in Indonesia, closing in on what appears to be a feline, and I'm hoping it's a Javan tiger. Either way, it's a deadly predator, and I'm in its territory, so I'm being extremely cautious. I don't want it to attack or run off before I get a chance to capture it on camera. Oh my god.
You see? Done. And here it is. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And if you like the dog collars, a lot of times I'll put them for sale on Etsy. It's under MHBLADECO, MH Blade Company. I also make knives and sheaths and all that stuff, so I just didn't want to make another Etsy shop. I just throw them in there under my dog collar category. So I'll have a bunch on there real soon. Thanks again. Like and subscribe, please. Thanks.